when you get videos sent by a friend who says you do a lot of Dimash on your channel, and I said, yeah, because it's not just a popular video, he's just requested a lot. He said, well, I'm a big fan. And apparently I influenced this friend of mine, and she said to me, listen, can you do me a favor? Can you play this particular video and react to it? I've already seen it. I've been blown away. It's from his earlier, I believe he was on a show and they were all competing, and you will just love this melody because I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. Now, I don't know what to expect, but apparently it's going to shock me in one or two parts of the video, so I'm intrigued. LAURE, I'm looking forward to listening to your voice as well. I really am like a little child going, okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Take off, as he used to say to Michael Jackson. In the Super Bowl, do you remember he was fired out of a cannon? Unbelievable. Well, apparently that's the feeling I'm going to get. Take it away. Ah, Dimash's parents. It's my heartbeat, by the way. It's got lyrics. I like her voice. Earth Zone. Oh, I'm like the mother.
What about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the things that you said we were to gain? What about killing fears inside time? What about all the seeds that you said we all set mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the blood we've shed before? Did you ever stop to notice this crying up, this weeping shore? I used to dream, I used to glance beyond the stars. Now I don't know where we are, although I know we've drifted far. Where's my yesterday? What about the sea? What about sunrise?
The little girl's face. Wow. Is that it? Yep, I think it is. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, wow. 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 Take a breather, take a breather. Well, I've got to say, I won't name her because she said, don't mention my name. I want to name my friend, but I want to thank her for that. Two things she said I'd be blown away with. It doesn't surprise me he can play. He's studying, a very high level of music in his studies. So it doesn't surprise me that Dimash can play probably the violin, he can play probably loads of other instruments. And if you know what he plays, please comment and let me know. I'm always intrigued to find more and more about him, but I never knew he played the drums. It's almost like, is there nothing you can do? And the answer is nothing, which is fantastic when you are a musician of worth, a singer of perpetual proportions, which is huge mass appeal, and a singer that can fluctuate his voice. Now, you've seen Dimash at the end there just get exhausted. Of course he got exhausted, because that was with one breath. He held it, went all the way up, and it wasn't the 8th octave. Before people start arguing, that wasn't even the highest octave he can do, but it was an octave that most people can't reach. And as she stood like this, even I was just watching, going, wow, because that was with one breath. Do you know what I loved about this? And I'm going to say this straight. Yes, they had the lights and everything else, but I loved the fact that both of them wore black, which instead of looking at costumes, which some people do, you get distracted. You're looking at the singers and the voices. I am in love with her voice. It's the first time I've heard it. LAURE, LAURE, I will call it in more French. I think it suits you better. LAURE. But I have to say, LAURE, I loved your voice. I'm going to have to do a reaction, follow it through very quickly on one of your videos and start featuring you more and more as well. I'm totally floored with your voice. What can I say about a man that I have reacted to so many times? You keep surprising me. I have been told by so many dears around the world, you're never gonna get bored. You're always going to be surprised, but you'll always be delighted. And that was the three emotions when he hit the drums. I said, because it's just never ending. He's giving and giving. But this is way, way back. When you consider 2021 now, how he has broke America and all over the world, and how he was on a show, really, he had that appeal, but it was limited to, let's say, a few countries. But now, 5 years, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, let's say 4 or 5 years into his career, he's got world, wide appeal, people at his feet, because he's a singer that just doesn't disappoint. He doesn't. And I'm going to go back to what I loved about this. It wasn't a showcase like Razzmatazz, and it was just beautifully sung, and the music harmonized their voices really, really well. It wasn't how can I say, Michael, if you listen to the Michael Jackson version and listen to that, you might also say it's tamed down, but tamed down means in English it's just brought down to the level of, so LAURE feels it's comfortable singing her part as Dimash does singing the high notes. But it was beautiful. I loved it. It was very free flowing. Okay, the Earth song got me with the children. How that little girl kept her face when the most popular guy on that show was right in front of her, and she just, beautiful, very mature, and all of them, I want to adopt them all and bring them to Ireland, and I don't know how I'd look after them, but I'd make them Irish stew every day. But I loved it. Thank you for sending me the video, Victoria. She's gonna go, no! And I said, so you're afraid to tell the world? Because I'm not at my age of being a musical reactor reacting to anything that this young man does. And she said, no, it's not that. It's just, I'm in competition with my younger sister who adores him. And and she stopped. So I'm gonna leave her going, oh, leave you all going, oh, and leave me just, what more will come my way with the man that I just simply have the utmost musical reacting respect for. And all you dears know that I'm a big dear fan, always will be, have been for many years now. Isn't it funny, way back in 2017 when I first came across him, I wasn't looking at all these videos and the show. I was just looking at what fans posted. I wish I'd watched the whole show with him in it. And you know what? I just might binge for 2 weeks and watch Dimash and this show and watch how he got on. As always, there is no analytics of the lyrics. They're there for you in English. I'll have the subtitle button on for you to understand this video. But thank you for the music always. Thank you for the recommendations, Victoria. Twice. And just loved it. I always will. I don't think as a dear fan I'm going to be saying anything bad, because from a young man that way back to now has just constantly given musically the music industry that we needed. I can only say thank you. So have a good evening, good weekend, take care for now.